Hello and welcome to Date Night with the Carters. I'm Randy,
I'm Beth.
and we're the Carters.
Carter's.
Still the Carters. It's probably you saw in the thumbnail. It was probably pretty clear who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the
You ever look
Carters.
at thumbnails?
I hope so because I work really hard
I
on
know
them.
you do.
I
You
probably
do.
spend way too much time on the thumbnails. But we're the Carters, and for those who don't know, we became the Carters just over a year ago from filming of this video. But if you're watching this like in the future, it's probably like a bunch of years. And
You think that like this will still be around in a bunch of years? Like is YouTube still even going to be a thing in a bunch of years?
it'll be forever, like MySpace. Um,
Remember learning HTML so that you could do
yes,
MySpace?
yes.
Yeah.
No, so I was done with MySpace by the time people were like customizing it, and it became so
Oh,
slowed down because there was music playing and
yeah.
graphics.
Oh yeah, I had everything. What was your name?
I don't know. I don't have any idea. I don't remember. What was it 2005, 4? I don't,
Mine was Witty MySpace name.
of course it was.
Of course it was.
You're very witty, Tom.
People used to stop me at like shows and stuff in the bathroom and they'd be like, "Oh my God, are you Witty MySpace name?"
Maybe mine was my name because I'm Randy.
I'm Woody YouTube name.
Yes, witty YouTube name. See,
I'm
that
also
was
badass. Did you see that?
you're badass.
Badass.
We're gonna get a shirt. Mine's gonna say I'm with badass, and then it's gonna be pointing this way. But then hers is just gonna say badass.
Yeah. Do you guys know about my Instagram? Are you following me on Instagram? The badass dot bookkeeper.
The badass
Mm-hmm.
dot bookkeeper on
Yep.
Instagram
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on the gram.
Some other lady had the badass bookkeeper,
Yeah.
hasn't used it in years, and there's only like 3 posts,
Uh-huh.
and I can't get her to take it down because she's just disappeared. So I can't have it. And I don't, if anyone has any suggestions on how to get it, let me know. Yeah, but I don't
She
really
didn't seem very
understand.
badass either. That was the
No.
thing. Like you're pretty badass. You like pink hair. Like that's immediate like red flag, pink flag, badass. Be
Mm,
careful.
I don't know. I think it's more because like I just kick ass in general.
You do kick
No,
ass,
I'm
though.
just kidding. Okay, so I brought two options today.
Okay.
So we can either do the same cards that we've been doing, which are like the date night card suggestions and the how to stay happily married suggestions from our friends at our wedding shower.
Yeah.
Or we can do like rando, like what's it called? Couple reconnect deeper conversations cards, which like I don't really like those could really go either way.
I love when you spring things on me while we're actually on camera and I'm not prepared at all.
I know. So which one is it going to be? You decide.
Couples Connect.
Right.
I mean, we got to mix it up a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Also, I'm going to say this to you, because I don't really log into the YouTube page. Are you replying to the comments that people leave?
No.
Okay, so you keep asking people to leave comments, and then you never react to them or
I
do
know.
that.
Someone told me today, they're like, I left a comment on your YouTube. Did you see
I
that?
know Mike Benoit did because he was mad because he's not boring. So you need to start responding to those, please.
Wait, what do you mean Mike's not boring? Like, I know he's not boring, but what does that mean?
You had said our friends are the oh, you see, he said he's not the worst. You said our friends are the worst, and he's
Oh,
like, I'm not the worst.
we love you, Mike Benoit.
We love everybody, but you just need to start responding to the comments. That helps the algorithms, and don't ask people to comment if you're not going to reply to them.
Ew, I
Do
don't
you
like
want?
your attitude. So, okay. So what's like the veto rule? Do we have like a veto rule, like veto power?
Yeah, we can do literally anything we want.
Well, we're establishing that right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first
Well, why
question,
don't you tell them what this is?
I did. It's couple reconnect deeper conversations cards.
Right. Okay. So it's the cards and you read them off.
Like what I was just about to do. Okay, ready?
Yeah. So you're going to read me a card
Oh,
and
some of
I'm
these are like deep.
okay.
We're gonna veto those.
So you're going to read me something and I'm going to like answer you?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So we're going to be having a little question and answer session here, folks.
Okay.
See the unicorn? It's fun, isn't that?
Isn't
I
that
love the
cool?
unicorn. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, our comic book's up in the background. I don't know which way the direction to point in. I'll just point it
I
that way.
don't know.
That way. Well, this is going
Yeah,
spectacular.
no, this is not working out well. We need a different set of cards. Does anyone have any suggestions? Um,
Anyway,
okay,
Beth.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, Beth.
Ready.
Yeah.
What do our close friends say that they admire the most about us?
I would say that our friends admire most about us. I know it sounds cliche, but how in love we are and how
Mm.
dedicated we to each other we are. Um, and it's honest. It's not fake Facebook like, yeah, everything's amazing. Look at how perfect we are. Like they can see us and we know how great it is. And I think that's what they admire.
Do you know what's funny is I always am saying on here like, oh, like we don't argue and we're great and everything like that. Like we totally argued the other day.
Yeah. Well,
It was, you know why though? It was that time of month for me.
yeah, you were
And
going
I
through
knew it.
and you were going through some shit.
Yeah, but like I knew it. Like I knew I was fully like I warned him ahead of time. I was like, hey, this is coming and
Yeah.
I'm feeling
And
like
you
I'm
quit,
not gonna be nice.
and you quit,
And I quit vaping.
and she quit vaping. So it
Yeah.
was the perfect storm for an argument. And I've said this probably before when we brought it up. I think back in one of the first videos. I love that we don't really argue, but argue is like argue. We can disagree on things, and it's healthy if you do. It means you're communicating, and it means you're be able to communicate with your partner and express things to them. If you're all just perfect 100% of the time, somebody's not communicating because we're never
Yeah.
going to always agree, and we're never always going to get along.
Right. But then it's like there's the people that are like, oh, you have to argue in order for it to be
No, I don't think
good.
that.
No.
Again, disagree. So I would say we disagree instead of really argue. So sometimes I know when we're arguing because you'll go, ew, ew. That's how I know when we're in a fight. All
All
right.
right, your turn.
All right. So,
It's gonna take like 12 to get to one that's like decent enough to
and
add
I'm
on
just,
camera.
all right. What was significant about the timing that I came into your life?
Oh, it was significant that it was perfect. Like it couldn't have been better. So we met actually like 5 years before we actually like really met.
3.5.
Okay, some whatever. Um,
At least one of us remembers.
yeah. I remember that day so
We
vividly.
were in Mad Bob's Saloon in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Hmm.
I met you because you were with our friend Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Bex. And I introduced my friend Mike to Rebecca, and now they are married.
You know,
And Rebecca introduced me to you, and now we're married. It's like kismet.
you know.
And then we went on our merry way because,
We're not gonna talk about that again.
yeah,
Yeah, you got mad at me last time.
yeah. So that's what you were saying. So we had met before we met
Hmm. And then we actually met
at the perfect time in our
at
lives.
the perfect time in our like he had can I tell them?
Sure.
Okay, so he was seeing somebody. They went on vacation together and it didn't go very well. Um, then the very next day he was playing a show and like she was supposed to come to that show. And instead they and I was there. So like could that have not been more perfect timing? And I was about to move to Florida.
So that's what it is. We met right before you're going to move to Florida.
Yep.
I was divorced. I would just got off a plane from someone that I never saw again. I've never actually seen her again.
Yeah, I don't yeah.
And it just, yep, that the timing was perfect in
Wouldn't it
your
be
life.
weird if she's watching this right now?
Yeah,
Like
she's
if she
not.
stalks you?
She does not. Um, you but I think it was also perfect time in your life because you'd been through so much and you were starting over, and
Yeah.
I ended up being part of you starting over.
Yeah.
And we should probably do another video. Oh no, I don't know if this is another video about the day we actually met and then hung out, and then after that and how we got together. I think people would find that story fun.
How we fell in love.
How we fell in love.
We fell in love.
Even though we weren't supposed to fall in love because she was moving to Florida and we weren't supposed to fall in love. And here we are.
Oopsie.
So we're gonna read any more cards
All
or
right, we'll try one more.
we'll try
We'll
one.
try one more. I wish I knew like what color each. There's like different. Okay, hold on. God, I'm getting old. I do that thing. Sorry for people that are older than me and do that thing too. Um, Engaged couple communication helps resolve conflicts and lowers relationship distress.
Hmm.
How consistent and meaningful is your communication?
Oh.
These cards suck.
Well, I want to speak to that for a second because I know that's not a fun one for people, but our communication is good and our communication gets better. And when you think we couldn't communicate any better, can you stop the dog from licking himself, please? I don't want to hear that.
That's an outtake. Do
That's
you guys
it.
watch until the outtakes? Randy puts outtakes
I
on.
sometimes put outtakes at the end. Well, now the dog's mad at me and he's gonna go see him because he got yelled at. There's no more annoying sound than the dog licking himself. So
What were you saying?
I was saying that just when you think to yourself, we communicate, we don't hold anything back, we always communicate. It's not true. There's always more. You always should be striving to make sure you're communicating.
What?
And no, I got the joke now. She's saying what? I got it. You're super funny. Did you find a card that was interesting that the people would find fun?
No, I don't think that one's fun at
Also,
all.
how long is this video so far? Can we even see? No. This one's for Leah because Leah wanted longer videos. So you're gonna get like this is gonna be like 49 minutes long. Just for you, Leah.
When would you want to plant what? What would retirement look like for you? It's a fun one.
So retirement would look pretty much exactly like it is now, besides I wouldn't have to do my job. When we
Do
moved
you?
in, when we when we moved in and bought this house, the owners was my age, and had already retired, and his wife worked. She went back to work after their son was like got to high school, and he retired. And he told me he was the chief house officer, and he goes,
And that
"I
is what you have dreamt about ever since.
well, I didn't believe him, but between yard work, hot tub, pool, grocery shopping,
First world
cooking,
problems.
first world problems. As my mom would say, "Hi, mom." Cadillac
I don't know.
problems. I don't know. Um, I I could do projects in this house, in the garage, in the yard work every day, 8 hours a
You don't
day,
like it?
nonstop forever. Why?
Because you're handy.
Because I'm handy. You said so in our wedding vows. But the point is that honestly, my retirement would be I wouldn't feel pressure. I would have more time to do all these things to take care of what we have.
Hmm.
That's retirement.
Yeah.
I don't care about like I want to go to a little island in the middle of nowhere and lay on a beach for the rest of my life. I like what we already do. I say that now, but I'm literally years away from retirement. Could be five, two or three.
I'm working on it.
All right. So should I pick a card
I mean,
out of
you could
here?
ask me the same question.
Yeah.
Okay. We're almost done, you guys. This is the last one.
Uh-oh. I don't think I can read that one.
Some of these are like really bad.
Yeah. Can we do an inappropriate one or no?
Sure.
I got one. What is your favorite lovemaking scene from movies or romantic novels?
Um, obviously, um, 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 oh my gosh. It's The Chase. Is that what it's called? The car one.
I don't know what that means.
The Chase. We're gonna have to Google it.
The Chase.
The Chase.
Is it Chase? Who's in? Stars in it?
I don't know.
Is that like a Charlie Sheen movie or
Yes.
something like that? Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, like they're driving and
Yeah, that
she,
sounds familiar.
yeah.
Who is the girl? Was it like Denise Richards or something?
Maybe.
Okay.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then the other one is, oh, I'm the worst with these.
So there's a lovemaking scene in that movie that's like super hot.
Yeah, like while he's driving.
Go on, next one. What were you gonna say?
Then there's the one where, oh, she's like dating the Latino guy while she's married, and she goes over his house and they have their little trysts and what's the word for God, I didn't take my Adderall. What
Yes,
is
you did.
oh
I saw
shit.
you.
Sorry, Donna. What is the word for like infidelity? Like what's another word for infidelity?
I don't know.
That's the name of the movie.
It's not called, the movie's not called Infidelity. The Affair.
Something like that.
Who stars in it?
I don't know. I'm really bad at that. But it's got a really hot scene.
You don't know what it's called
No.
at all.
I'll bet you if you Googled like hottest movie scenes, it would come up. Do you think people are still watching? Have we
I don't
bored them
know.
enough at this point? We can pause this.
No, what was it?
Hottest movie scenes?
Unfaithful?
Unfaithful!
Is that a movie?
Yeah,
Okay, hold on.
Unfaithful.
2002 film
Yup.
starring Richard Gere,
Yes.
Olivier Martinez, Diane Lane,
Yes. So
Michelle
Richard Gere
Monaghan.
isn't the hot one.
Clearly.
That's the husband that's getting cheated on.
Is it the Olivier Martinez?
Yeah. Yep. That's the one.
Michelle Monaghan's on 2002.
So you've never seen it.
I've never even heard of it.
Also, then there's the scene with Paul Rudd and himself in the mirror.
That's not a romantic
You didn't say romantic.
oh, I didn't. What is it?
Did he
What is
say
your favorite
romantic?
love-making scene from movies or romantic novels? Paul Rudd yelling at himself in the mirror and pumping himself up is not. So that was fun. I'm glad we did that. That was a nice little break from date night cards.
I
Did you
feel
have,
like I got to know you a little better.
yeah, I feel like I got to know you too well. Chase and the Affair.
No, unfaithful.
Well, if you've made it this far, I'm Randy, and we're the Carters.
And we love Randy's mom so much.
So much. Maybe we don't tell her this. We don't tell her about this one.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Okay.
Love you guys. Bye, kids.
Date night, it's date night with